Summer Games Fest is upon us, and with that, we every week we get some kind of new tease, news drop, all kinds of flood of different things that are happening in the gaming industry leading up to it, and leaks, of course. And I think this didn't necessarily leak, but I think it was a thing that they put on their Twitter. So this comes from Game Rant. Spyro 4 gets big tease, and so I'm actually a pretty big fan of the original Spyro trilogy. But what's weird to me is why haven't they remastered the other ones? Isn't there like 4 or 5 more Spyro games that were like reboots after the first three that Insomniac didn't make? I don't know why they don't do those. But yeah, so Toys for Bob recently updated its website with a tiki mask illustration. Fans suspect the image to be a reference to Molten Crater's tikis from Insomniac's final Spyro game. Rumors of Toys for Bob working on Spyro 4 have been circulating online since late March 2024. I feel like it's been longer than I thought. The rumors have been gone back years because the trilogy was years ago. Around the time when the developer reportedly signed a publishing deal with its former parent company, Activision. Toys for Bob is shared an apparent Spyro 4 teaser. The move, arriving in the form of a single image, appears to confirm one recent report claiming that a new Spyro game is in the works at a newly independent studio. The claim in question was originally promulgated by YouTube Canadian Guy A, who said there was a lot of talk about Toys for Bob working on Spyro 4 at PAX East 2024. Many developers attending the late March Boston convention are said to have heard as much, but no one offered anything in the way of concrete details about the project. Nevertheless, it would appear there was indeed something to this claim, as Toys for Bob recently replaced its entire website with an illustration of what appears to be a tribal wooden mask. Oh, that seems likely then. An inspection of the site's source code reveals that the name of this lone image file, first spotted by Reddit user fiddler_2k, is tfb_logo vector _tiki mask purple. This, inspired by the eponymous Polynesian, Micronesian, and Melanesian cultures, are residents of the Molten Crater, featured in Spyro Year of the Dragon, widely considered as one of the hardest Spyro games ever made. So yeah, Year of the Dragon is one of the other... Like I was just saying, that there's all these ones they haven't remastered yet. Toys for Bob's likely Spyro 4 teaser. Because I think it's more likely now than ever, because Toys for Bob, I think part of them at least, was stuck in the Call of Duty mines because Activision probably had them working on maps and crap that they didn't want to do because they're owned by Activision. And of course they did the Crash Bandicoot collection, which people liked, and the Spyro collection, which people liked. And then they made Crash 4, which was highly popular and successful. And then they made Crash Rumble, which, let's not talk about that. That was kind of a flop. They should have just done Crash 5. But Crash got a new game, so where is the new Spyro game? Maybe they'll remaster the other ones first, but I don't know. And 3D platformers are back in a big way. You just had Penny's Big Breakaway come out. That was, I think, a pretty big hit. That was a new IP 3D platformer. Game Rant's review of cached snapshots of Toys for Bob's website indicates that this purple mask teaser was uploaded between the 12th and 15th of May. The studio's social media channels haven't yet mentioned or alluded to this teaser in any shape or form since Spyro Year of the Dragon... Oh, so wait, it was remade? Was that 3? Okay, I was mistaken. Yeah, that was the third one. Was part of the 2018... Yeah, it's been that long. 2018 Spyro Reignited trilogy. So it's like... Jeez, it's been like, what, 6 years? So you gotta make a new Spyro. It is unlikely that the image is meant to tease any more remakes. Okay, yeah, it'll be a new game. One recent report claimed that the Spyro Remake trilogy could soon be coming to Game Pass, but such a move wouldn't necessarily warrant cryptic TFB teasers of this sort. Especially not after Toys for Bob split from Activision in February. Yeah, so they're an independent studio now, which means they're supported by Microsoft with their backing and can do whatever they want. So they're not going to be back in the Call of Duty mines. Given that state of affairs, it seems plausible that the newly shared Tiki Mask illustration is hinting at another Spyro game, especially given the late March report of such a project being in the pipeline. Back when it announced its decision to go to independent, Toys for Bob said it would explore a possible partnership with its former parent that would see it continue making games based on Activision's wealth of IP. Personally, I want to see a new Heretic and Hexen, because that's owned by Activision. One subsequent report suggested that the company managed to strike such a publishing deal come late March 2024, which was around the time the Spyro 4 rumors started. A new original entry in the Spyro franchise has been long overdue, not accounting for the critically acclaimed Spyro Reignited trilogy of remakes. The latest series installment in the the Legend of Spyro was like that other series that was, I think it was a spin-off. It wasn't like the main series. Dawn of the Dragon, a 2008 title with not much critical renown to its name. Yeah, the later games weren't as liked as much, but it's been over 15 years now. So, where's a new Spyro? Give it to us. Toys for Bob is like the only ones that could make it too. So, Insomniac obviously won't ever come back to it. They're too busy. They're too busy making endless Marvel games that are not that great. So, um, yeah, would you like to see a new Spyro? Do you think? Well, I was gonna say, should they remake the old, like the other ones that didn't get remade, but those were not beloved at all. They weren't very liked. So maybe port them at the very least. Let them be played on new systems, but probably not a remake for games that aren't very beloved. So personally, I'd love to see Spyro 4 since Crash got a 4. So fingers crossed this actually comes to fruition. We'll find out because I think Toys for Bob is a partner at Summer Games Fest, so we'll know soon enough. So let me know in the comments if you like Spyro or Crash, for that matter. Would you like to see a new Spyro, or would you like to see Crash 5? Uh, Let me know, share, subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next time. Peace out.